it's almost like a out of body experience that you're experiencing. Nowadays, learning with yoga and everything, the meditation and stuff like that, I have learned to be, whenever there's a situation like that, I detach myself in a sense emotionally, where I'm like observing, right? I'm always observing the situation. That allows me not to react to things. So it's like a detachment. You move away from the situation and you're looking at yourself and the other person, whatever the situation is, from a different perspective. And that it's so helpful because, once again, right? Whenever you are in a bad situation, somebody else that is outside that relationship is going to be like, oh, there's something going on, right? There's maybe, right?
Right.
That's the exact same thing, but with yourself.
That's amazing. That's what should be taught.
But with,
To,
with yourself.
to pull yourself away and
Yeah.
get a bird's eye view of yourself and your own situation and make an assessment to identify where changes can be made, even if it's being realistic with yourself. Like, this is not where I'm going to be for the long haul, but I've got to go through it right now.
Yeah. And I hands down can tell you that exactly what happened to me is I knew. I knew since the moment that we started to do respect each other, like I mentioned to you, right? With use foul language and use you're in that cycle that I had never in my life ever been in one until that.
Like, you didn't witness it growing up.
I was
Culturally,
never.
it wasn't what you
Yes,
experienced, but there you found yourself in it.
I found myself in it, and I allowed myself to be in it.
Well, let me ask you, what would you attribute that to? Like, how do how I shared how, even though I didn't see my father beat my mother or anything, but I gravitated towards that type of man. It was, now I understand it to be a lack of self-worth and the confidence. I lacked confidence. I didn't have life skills. I didn't have coping skills. And so I just was like open prey for the predators that were like, oh, so that was mine. Like, what would you attribute growing up in a non-violent environment and culturally having, an experience completely opposite of what you found yourself in? What do you think led you to that?
This might sound a little bit out there, right?